Hi, Nakia. Can you hear me? Ah, finally. Hi, Nakia. Can you hear me? Nakia?
Yes, I can miss.
Okay. So
I
welcome to
just
the
had to turn
class.
the volume up.
Okay. Welcome to the class then. Ah, bad news. Fito is still going to be absent today. Man, what? Like, seriously, this afternoon, again, two of the learners were absent because they said there were exams tomorrow. And then Fito also said he had an exam. Hmm. How was the
But next week I will also be absent, I think, because
Ah,
my also, but I'm pretty sure the other learners would be done with their exam. I think
let's hope
maybe.
so. So how was the practice today? Graduation practice. You said
Oh no, I'm upset. I'm upset. Yeah, I was upset from the school because I had what is it, a cold this morning,
oh really?
and
You
I'm
don't look
having a
sick
bad
though.
cough right now. So
You
yeah, it
don't
was from yesterday.
you
From
don't
yesterday
sound or look
after,
sick.
yeah, because I slept all day, guys. I got enough rest.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, so hopefully you wait, hang on. Next week you're going to start your exams. But there's a holiday on Monday.
Monday and Tuesday, yeah. So I'll start on Wednesday.
Oh, okay. So I was like, there's a holiday. When are you going to? Wednesday it is. Okay. So, where are we? The last session we talked about speaking, but now we're going to go into the writing. Okay. So, tell me, Nakia, how do you see yourself? Do you think we were talking about uh a person to be the president the last session. Now let's talk about you. How do you see yourself? Try using a non clause to explain about yourself.
I mean, how do I see myself as president
As a
or
person.
what?
As a person.
Oh, I don't know. I think I'm just like an average person. I don't think I really stand out that much.
But you still
Hmm.
need to use a non clause to explain how you are as an average person. Hi, Sabrina. Welcome to the class.
Hi, Miss.
Okay, so Sabrina was absent for how many sessions? Two, two sessions, and you missed the two session one. Hmm. So you missed the speaking part, the last session. Sabrina, how do you describe yourself as a person?
Sorry, Miss.
How do you describe yourself as a person?
As a person.
Yep, you can use this. My greatest strength is
Hmm, I don't know. My greatest strength.
go ahead, Nakia, if you have it. Or you can just use my greatest strength if you are confused how to make your sentence. No, you don't want to use my great. Okay.
No, it can be about anything, right?
About you.
Yeah, no, I mean anything about me. As
Yeah.
long as it's about
Okay.
me. So, what I enjoy the most is spending time with my friends and family.
There you go. What I enjoy the
Does
most.
that count?
Yeah, that's it. That's a non clause. What I enjoy the most is a non clause as a subject. Okay.
Miss, sorry, can you send me the link, the G Drive, Miss?
G drive of what? Which one? Sabrina, G drive of what? The book?
Yeah, Miss, the book. I lost it, Miss.
Oh, um, hang on a second. Eh, where did I put it? Is this it? Oh no, this one. You can see it in the chat box, Sabrina.
Thank you, Miss.
You're welcome. Okay, so what I love the most is spending time with my family and friends. I would say my great, no, I'm not going to use my greatest strength either. Mm, word on the classes is word on the classes is that I'm like a dictator sometimes. I push learners too much. It's just a small mistake. It's still a mistake. No. Okay, go ahead, Sabrina.
I love to playing game.
Okay, now you need to make that into a non clause. You can start with what? Just like Nakia's sentence. Nakia, can you please repeat your sentence?
What I love the most is spending time with my family and friends.
There. Now you need to try
So what I love the most is playing game.
games. Remember, you don't just play one game, but playing games.
No,
Some
I play a lot of games.
there you go. So playing games. Okay, so that's a noun
Playing
clause.
games.
We already talked about the speaking part. Now we're going to talk about the writing part. Ding, 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 ding. Today we're going to have a writing part again. This is what you have in the flip material. I'm going to. Okay, hang on a second. You read about Steve Jobs. Now let's read about Steve Jobs first before we go into this part. Nakia, can you please read until later?
Steve Jobs, a confident man with great vision, is what the world will always remember about the founder of Apple, Steve Jobs. The success of the iPhone was the evidence of his leadership. Jobs believed that cell phones were going to be vital for portable information access. So he asked his engineers to make a phone with multi-touch glass display that we could type on with our fingers. 6 months later, they made a prototype with an amazing display and scrolling function.
Got it.
Later,
Oh, hang on. That's it. Thank you. Sabrina, can you please read from later until the end?
Until what, miss?
Until the end.
Oh. Later, the Purple Experience project was launched and continued for 2 years to enable a dream to come true. The amount of work done for the project was immense. It required an entirely new hardware system and new user interface. The risk was also huge. They were a successful computer company with no name and no credibility in the cell phone industry. But everything finally paid off. On January 9, 27, before Jobs stepped out in front of the crowd to introduce the first iPhone, he gathered his team members and told them to remember this moment because tomorrow everything would change. Then he said boldly to the crowd, iPhone is a revolutionary and magical product that is literally 5 years ahead of any other mobile phone. We are all born with an ultimate pointing device or fingers, and iPhone used them to create the most revolutionary user interface since the mouse. A decade later, Apple sold 1.2 billion iPhones with a total value of 738 billions. All in all, Jobs' vision and self-confidence was beyond doubt an inspiration for future leaders.
Thank you, Sabrina. Okay, so some words. Oh, by the way, Sabrina, if it's too small on your screen, you can change the ratio. Click the top and then there's ratio there to change. So you can change it yourself. Speaking of which, we have two words here. The first one, how do we say this word?
Fingers.
There you go. So not fingers. So many Indonesians, I don't know why, say finger when it's fingers. Okay. And then this one,
Salt.
mm-mm. Try to curve your O more. So instead of salt, sold. So, oh,
Salt.
there you go. Sold.
Salt.
A decade later, Apple sold 1.2 billion iPhones with a total value. Here you can see that we have non-clause. Okay. The first one is here in the topic sentence. The topic sentence itself has a non-clause. Which part is the non-clause? Now it shows that you're sick, Nakia. Nakia
I'm
keeps
sorry.
no,
Uh,
it's okay. Don't be sorry. It's not your fault that you're sick. Okay. So, which one is the non-clause in the topic sentence?
from what the world will always remember about the founder of Apple, Steve Jobs.
Got oh before Steve Jobs is not only until here. Okay, so this is the non-clause. What the world will always remember about the founder of Apple. Steve Jobs is the object of the sentence. Okay. The indirect object. Now, this is the kind of writing that we are going to try to do. This one is about Steve Jobs. I need you to think of an inspirational leader that you want to write about. You can talk about your father if you think he's an inspirational leader, or your mom if you also think she's an inspirational leader. But probably it would be better if it's someone famous so everyone can understand. Uh, Previous learners took, wait, I forgot. they took Bung Karno, and then mm, wait. I think I still keep their work. Um, Bill Gates. Astaghfirullah. I was like, who is the person coming to Indonesia? Bill Gates. They also talked about Bill Gates and Warren Buffet. They also talked about Buffet. How do you say his name anyway? Buffet? 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 So, there you go. They talked about Friedrich Silaban, Warren Buffet. Who else? Oh, I don't have the rest. So, like, yeah, Sabrina, do you have any idea at the moment who or an inspirational leader that you want to write about?
I will make about Anis Baswedan, Miss.
Wow. Somebody shows it means that uh the last what national vote you voted for Anis. Ha, we got anak abah. We got one anak abah here. Okay. Nakia, how about you?
Can it be about Queen Elizabeth II?
Yeah, sure. Queen Elizabeth II. Now, this is what we're going to do first to make it easier for you. Try to create a topic sentence using the name of the person and also the quality that you like about that person. This is the example. A confident man, the quality of the person with great vision. So, two qualities is blah, blah, blah. Astaghfirullah. Ow, 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 ow. I got, well, not really. If you have your sentence, please share it in the chat box.
Okay, Miss.
I'm going to talk about Bung Hatta. Hatta. Okay, Muhammad Hatta. Hmm, because his qualities align with what I choose in a leader. And wait, his name is Mo or Mu? Oh, mo. Okay. There you go. Nakia, there's only Sabrina here. Don't turn off your video. It seriously feels like, you know what, watching a brick wall when you turn off the video. It's like all black. So I was like, hmm. Okay, go ahead and try sending your sentence in the chat box. Okay, Nakia is using it as a subject. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, nice. Very good, Nakia. Humanist and innovative figure. Oh, remember, Sabrina, you need to use, yeah, because Sabrina missed the last session talking about non-clause more. So when you use non-clause, it's usually starts with WH question word. So what, whatever, when, where, whoever, whomever, how, or that. So in this part, your sentence, a humanist and innovative figure are, you can use
What
this,
people think.
mm-mm, are what people think about Anis Baswedan? The topic and the main idea. Okay. Oh, without comma after R, before R. Ay, uh, don't forget your capitalization, Sabrina. Go, go, go. We are writing here, so you need to. Also, a period. Go, please copy paste and fix it. A capitalization, a period, and no comma. There you go. Okay, now we have the topic sentence. As usual, when you start writing, it's always easier to make the topic sentence and then the concluding sentence first. So, as we've learned, concluding sentence is actually a rephrase of the topic sentence. Here in this part, all in all, Job's vision and self confidence, the same, confident and vision, was beyond doubt an inspiration for future leaders. It says future leaders, and this part would say about the world will. So, future. Okay. Now, let's try and make a concluding sentence from your topic sentence. As the example showed, you don't have to use a non-clause for the concluding sentence. So feel free to make your sentence without without a non-clause. Okay, hang on. In short, people will always remember the late Queen's reliable leader. Sincere empathy. Okay, got it. Thank you, Nakia. In your student book, you can also, if you remember, we already talked about synonyms of these things. So genuine would be reliable, honest, and trustworthy would be sincere, authentic. Mm. Honest, humanist, and innovative. Wait, this exactly the same, Sabrina. Humanist and innovative figure. Try to change it.
Confuse me
Hmm.
to make conclusion.
And don't forget to use this part. And this is the concluding marker. You have all in all, in short, or like me, to sum up, in summary, you can use those. In summary, Anis's
So I
really,
just have to add that means to sum up and all in all like that.
you can change humanist and innovative figure as well because it's exactly the same as your here. As you can see, this one is vision and self-confidence. This one is confident and vision. At least it changed one part. So from an adjective into a noun. You can also change them into, this one is adjective. You can change it into nouns. So cut the figure. You don't need to write the figure, but you change humanist and innovative into nouns. So while Sabrina is still searching, you can search for on the internet humanist in a noun form.
Mm.
There you go.
Human affair.
No, not human affair. You can use this one, humanism.
So all in all, Anis humanism.
Mhm. And try to find what innovative as a noun form too.
Innovationist.
Mm-mm. So all in all, humanism and innovation are, you don't have to use what, this is a noun clause, so try not to use a noun clause for the concluding sentence. Anis's humanism and innovation are bringing
Are bringing positive change to
Ooh,
society.
you need to use an article for this. Change is countable, so you can only use it with a, or you use the plural form changes.
Oh, positive change.
Mm-mm.
Change. Like that is.
Are bringing positive changes to Yep, there you go. Okay, so we all have our topic sentence and concluding sentence. Now, what do we have to put in the middle? First, you need to put this part, what number, sorry. You need to show an event or a situation regarding your person. So, an event or a situation. And then the next part should show the action taken to overcome that situation. The next one is the result. Remember, the event, the action, the result. Okay, because there can't be a good or a great leader without conflicts in his life or her life. So there must be something that he or she has to struggle with. Uh, have you? Yeah, you have. Okay, so everyone, please continue in the file that you sent me in the WhatsApp group. Reopen your file, the Google Doc file that you sent, and then continue. Give make it in a new page or give some spaces and so on. This time, it's not a paragraph of analogy, but a paragraph of illustration. Nakia, Nakia. That's Zakia, Zakia. Okay. Pare, is my voice lagging there?
No, miss.
No, at your part. How about you, Nakia? Is my voice lagging?
No, miss.
Since this afternoon, some of my learners said my voice is lagging. My voice was lagging at their end. So I was like, "Tring." Nakia is on her file. This is me, right? Anonymous cheetah. No. Oh, it's you. Okay. Hmm. I'm going to time your writing. I'll give you 30 minutes, just as what we do during the test. You only have 30 minutes to make yours writing. Well, it's 28 minutes now, so usually during a test, you don't have to do your research again, right? You got the prompts. However, so many learners mistaken the prompts as sentences. They just put the prompts inside their writing without checking the grammar, checking whether the sentence is a full sentence or not, and so on. So please, when you do your test and you have prompts, check the prompts. Use the same grammar as you're writing and check whether they are complete sentences or not. Oh, I forgot to mention the event that you're going to put in your writing should show what you think of the qualities of that person. For example, Nakia talked about Queen Elizabeth's sincerity. No, that's me. Nakia is talking about, yeah, sincere empathy and reliability, reliable leadership. You need to find an event that shows that personality. So not just a random event, for example, she often comes or she often came to theater, although she was not a theater fan. It doesn't make sense. Which one is talking about sincere empathy and reliable leadership? The same with Anis. You need to choose an event that shows his humanistic side and innovative. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me.
Miss, can you explain to me what is supporting detail that show action taken?
So, what was the event that you chose for Anis?
Isn't that for show event or situation, Miss?
No. Oh, hang on. You were talking about action, right? You asked me
Yeah.
about action. So first the event, and then the action
Mm-mm.
taken, and then the result. So what was the event?
The event is I make about how he is called humanist and innovative.
Mm-mm.
And what is the actions?
Wait, you need to tell me first what was the event so I can help you.
Nee, he is called humanist because of his concern, blah blah blah, and he is also innovative by blah blah blah.
Mm. So now you need to, that's not an event actually. An event is something that happened to start his struggle. For example, you want to show his humanistic and innovative side, right? So during his tenure as the uh was he a mayor or a governor? Wait, hang on. Uh okay. So he was a governor of Jakarta, right?
Mm.
During his tenure as a governor of DKI Jakarta, he faced, you need to tell first, kejadian apa yang dihadapi Anies saat itu hingga dia harus berjuang.
Oh,
So don't just say uh, he was called humanistic. He was called humanist because of this, and but show first what was the event sampai dia dipanggil humanis.
oh, so the event is how is he struggling?
Mm-mm. And then the
So for the action,
action is what he did to overcome that struggle. For example,
mm,
like he faced a hawk during the.
mm,
No, I'm not going to choose that. He faced bantaran. I forgot. Apa sih itu yang harus di waktu itu dia mau bangun JIS.
jeez.
When he built JIS, he had to uh, relocate relocated people, right? Tapi kan itu
Mm,
semua dilakukan dengan humanis dan tidak dengan kekerasan. So you can use that for the event.
okay, miss. Thank you, miss.
Yeah, no problem. Oh yeah. In writing, this is while you're writing. In writing, we have a technique that you have probably heard. Show, don't tell. When you tell, it's like when just as you did, Sabrina. Anis is called humanist because of blah 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 blah. It means that you tell, tapi orang nggak akan terinspirasi dengan itu. You need to show what he did. That's why we use an illustration. This paragraph is called a paragraph of illustration. So you can actually show ini loh. If you just tell, people will say, itu kan kata kamu. That's your opinion. I don't need it. 4 more minutes. What? And during the test, you say, "What? Send.
Miss, wait, miss.
Okay. I didn't realize I was muted earlier. I was talking about Nakia's writing. Nakia, your font is
No, wait, miss, I will change it later.
no. This is it. This is
I'm
what
still doing
you
the research. I can't find any.
give. No, I'm going to give you a tip. You know what? If you do need to copy paste something, try. You are using a window based laptop or computer, right, Nakia?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't
Yes,
just
yes.
don't just control C or click right and paste. but do it with paste without uh formatting. So use Control Alt mm, use without for Control Shift V.
Wait, Control Shift.
The new
Why with shift, miss?
Because you want the new words or the new lines that you copied follow the same format as the one in your writing.
Mm.
So if you don't use shift, it will be like Nakia's previous. So there is 11, Arial 11, Arial 12. One is gray, one is black. So there you go. Okay. Sabrina, have you finished? Oh, Sabrina's writing is long. How long is
Wait, miss. I just have to do the result.
it? Okay. Before the result, it's already 197 words. I usually it's about 150. Oh, Nakia, too far from not 150. You're only 117. Your writing is only 117 words. Add more. Oh, you're not finished yet. Okay. So I thought you have finished, Nakia. Do I have this? Wait. I'm pretty sure your where's my chat. Okay. Sabrina, your topic sentence was a humanist and innovative figure are what people think about Anis Baswedan. Why is it now humanistic and innovative or what thing to describe about Anis Baswedan because he is known as the blah 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 blah. Hang on. You still remember the purpose of a topic sentence, right? Topic
Ah,
a topic sentence is the first sentence of a paragraph. It serves as a summary of the paragraph. Tujuannya untuk rangkuman paragraf itu. Because it's a summary, it can be too specific. Karena namanya rangkuman, ya nggak boleh terlalu spesifik. And it cannot be too long because people will have difficulties to understand it. So you need to make it enough, concise. I wouldn't say enough, concise. Besides, in the chat box, as you can see, your topic sentence was a humanist and innovative figure are what people think about Anis Baswedan. That's it. This is too long and too complicated. You can split this into two sentences, and the first sentence would be the topic sentence. Ooh. Sabrina, Anis is not in Jakarta anymore. I mean, he is still in Jakarta. I mean, like, he is not the governor of Jakarta, so you need to use past tenses. Like I said, pay attention to grammar.
I'm
Int-
confused with how
mm-mm.
to make the result.
Uh,
I don't know anymore.
well, for example, like this, because you are using a lot of events in your writing, Sabrina. Take a look at this. You already used providing clear labels from the DKI regional budget. Okay, that's one event. But then you added he focuses on helping the elderly and people with disabilities through special cards and continue to innovate. Why don't you just use he focuses this one? So you don't need this because when you talk about he focuses on helping the elderly, it shows his humanistic side.
Mhm.
Through special cards, the special cards shows the innovation. So this is the same. You will have to make paper later for your final uh final assignment in college. Masih ada kan yang namanya skripsi? Yeah. So uh, I'm pretty sure your lecturers will ask you to be concise as well. Pasti nanti juga diminta
Mhm.
untuk lebih tepat waktu, tepat guna, tepat bahasa, dan sebagainya. Okay, so there you go. He focuses on helping the elderly and people with disabilities through special cards and continues by making it. Ah, supporting. He does all this. So hmm. He faces, you don't need this. He faces major challenges, traffic congestions. What you need to do is he, what action is taken. So, not this kind of action, but the kind of action that he did for the elderly. How did Anis
Ah,
help the
mhm.
elderly? And how did he provide the special cards? Kalau when you use traffic problem, it is another problem. So it's not answering to the event. Back to Nakia. Mhm. Her Majesty the Queen is here. Bow to the hair. Bow to the. Bow to her. What else can they call besides Her Majesty? Her Her Royal Highness. Okay. Bow to the her. Bow to the again. Bow to Her Royal Highness. So Nakia, do you think you're done with your writing?
No, there's still a mess.
What Queen Elizabeth II will be remembered for is her trustworthy throughout her reign. See, this is 12. This is 11. Modernizing it. Speaking of which, Nakia, you can rename your tab. Tab 1 is paragraph of analogy. Tab 2 is paragraph of illustration. Back to Sabrina. Ah, there you go. So this is the action taken, Sabrina. With that card, the elderly can receive assistance of people. Hey, you don't need. Oh, oh, which one did you delete? I'm confused. I was reading it and then suddenly. Okay, hang on. Oh yeah, you can delete that. Okay. You can also delete this one. Okay.
The results.
The results. So what
What
uh
is the
the
result?
results would be like, how did the people feel about that program? So probably the card reduces the number of elderly who passed away. I don't know, probably. Or it actually helped people with disabilities to get more job. How many words do you have now, Nakia? 130 only. 20 more at least. You need to reach 150. Usually, a paragraph during the test is 150. Speaking of which, why don't you move this part? Can you see the part that I highlighted? Okay. Why don't you move this right after the topic sentence? And then throughout her reign until with the public, it would be after that part. So you explain the situation first, what makes the event happen. The event happened because the monarchy had a long history and meaningful traditions, which many people respected and valued. However, modernizing the institution required finding a balance between these traditions and the need to adapt to the present. Throughout her reign, the queen had to adapt this and change societal norms and expectations. She faced the
Mm.
challenge of having just a a perspective, a different perspective. So you start from what makes the event happen, and then the event, the action taken. This is the action. Her Majesty then modernized the British monarchy by embracing technology. Okay. You haven't given the results though. That will add 20 more words to
Yeah,
your
I'm still searching, Miss.
uh but it's already 9 a.m. 9 a.m. 9 p.m. everyone. Well, Monday you will have a Nakia will also have Tuesday as a holiday. Okay. How about you, Sabrina? Will you have Monday and Tuesday as holidays?
Holidays.
Okay. So you have a long weekend. I hope you can take a look at your paragraph again and improve it. So at the moment, leave it be. Have some rest, especially because Sabrina, I think you're also sick. You keep coughing. So both of you are sick. Have a good rest. Ignore this for a while. Come back to it again tomorrow or Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. You have so many days to go to. So okay, there you go. But basically, you already know the structure that you need to go to. Okay. So thank you so much, you two, for joining today's session. Do you have any questions?
No.
No? Nakia?
I also don't have any, Miss.
Okay, then. If you don't have any, I'm going to let you go. Thank you. Bye bye, everyone. Good night.
Thank you for tonight, Miss. Good night.
Thank you, Miss.